Hello and welcome to Outside Xbox. This is Show of the Week. I'm Mike.
And I'm Jane. And this week I was playing Hideo Kojima's new game, Will It Fulton.
That's not how you're supposed to play it.
How much do you weigh?
Why?
No reason.
Well, I've been playing Forza Motorsport 6.
Does it have balloons?
Well, yes, it's a racing game, but it's more about the sensation of speed and true-to-life
Can you
handling.
attach cars to the balloons?
No.
Not interested.
Well, you should be, Jane, because you like physics, and physics is one of the things that Forza Motorsport 6 does really, really well. Turn 10 has done the maths to work out drag coefficients, real-time tyre deformation, variable surface porosity. You should be all over this stuff. For those of us who put our trousers on one leg at a time, though, there are some less scientific numbers too. 460 cars, all of them lovingly rendered down to the individual carbon fibre weave, 26 international locations with multiple circuit configurations, 70 hours worth of career mode racing to do. This is not something you're going to see off in a weekend. New to Forza are wet weather and night races. No dynamic transitions in the style of Project Cars, sadly, but their absence has let Turn 10 really go to town on the effects, particularly with the rain. Giant lakes form at the bottom of hills over which your car will hydroplane wildly, and putting a wheel onto the waterlogged grass will pull you like a tractor beam off the circuit. We're starting to wonder if we should have brought a boat. The Stories of Motorsport career mode is much better structured than the free-for-all in Forza 5, and it's much more generous with cars as well. No more grinding for 20 hours just to get something faster than your mum's car. With the new prize spins in your first hour of play, you could be walking away with something with more horses in it than a supermarket burger. Multiplayer has been revamped too. A new league system combines with scheduled timed events to create an environment where more skilled players can progress to compete with other players who take this sort of thing seriously. It might not be the ultimate cure for the first corner chaos that plagues online racers, but it's a step in the right direction. The only real grumble in Forza 6 is the occasionally brain-dead drivatars, who seem to struggle in particular with flat-out corners in fast racing cars. The drivatar system is specifically designed to learn and educate itself as more people play the game, but can we suggest that the first lesson is not braking at Indianapolis 101? Most of all though, Forza 6 is polished like a chromed up fender, and Forza is the last truly big budget racing game series on the Xbox One. Turn 10 has spent that money wisely though on a car list that tickles every corner of automotive culture, and a huge number of excellent racetracks on which to stretch their legs. Wheels. Whatever.
This time they've got over 450 cars, and...
Ooh, can you Fulton them?
Oh, not you as well.
How much do you weigh?
Not a chance.
Oh, come on. Aren't all cars just basically the same anyway?
No, Andy, and if you'd played Forza 6's showcase events, which are easily the best thing about the game, you'd know that. Showcases will give you the keys to a wide variety of cars well before you get hold of them in the regular career mode. Plus, they mix up the rules, opponents and objectives you'll be facing. Here are 5 reasons they're the most spectacular new addition to Forza 6. Showcase events do a great job of forcing you to step out of your comfort zone. You might never have heard of a Group 5 Zack-Speed Ford Capri from the unrestricted early GT Racing showcase, but I challenge you not to fall in love with its massive wheel arches, chittering turbo and neck-snapping acceleration. There's around 75 years worth of automotive machinery available in Forza Motorsport 6, and showcase events will pry the Subaru Impreza keys from your hands and give you a whistle-stop tour of the highlights. Fictional racing championships in video games are all well and good, but a bit like vegetarian bacon, they're still a pale imitation of the real thing. Sorry vegetarians, but you did know that already, right? Showcases are where you'll find Forza 6's officially licensed championships in their purest form, including electric racing series Formula E. Getting to grips with the weird power delivery of these cars around the narrow, twisty streets of Long Beach, just like the real drivers had to back in April, is enormously entertaining. If you want to feel like a genuine card-carrying racing driver, and yes, I absolutely do want to, obviously, then showcases are the place to do it. If you're looking for a more prolonged test of your concentration, the Endurance Racing Showcase events allow you to commit to longer events on circuits that have hosted classic endurance races in the past, like Sebring, Spa and the Nürburgring. Activating tyre wear, fuel usage and mechanical damage turns these into a proper test of your survival skills. One wrong move in the wet weather on lap 76 and the last 2.5 hours goes down the tubes. Or you can be a massive cheater and hit the rewind button. If it's a choice between that and paying for a broken window and a new controller, we totally understand. What's more difficult than racing a 200-mile-per-hour hybrid-powered Le Mans prototype through the darkness? Racing a 200-mile-per-hour hybrid-powered Le Mans prototype through the darkness while carving your way in between slower traffic. In multi-class racing, you're only actually competing against a handful of other cars in your category. The rest of the field is busy having its own race in much slower cars, and it's your job to negotiate them without losing too much time. The closing speeds down the Mulsanne Straight in the Le Mans Endurance event are utterly ridiculous, and misjudging a pass on a slower GT car can turn your fancy multi-million-dollar spaceship into a giant carbon fibre paperweight. Finally, if you're a fan of the world's most popular car show, showcase events are where you can pit yourself against the Stig's digital cousin. Of course, the Beeb couldn't have even the best Forza players claiming victory over their tame racing driver, so the story goes that there's a glitch in his code that makes him beatable. Whatever, we're still counting it as a victory if we ever manage to put one over on the white-suited one, particularly on his home turf of the Top Gear test track. Until that magical day arrives, we'll keep ourselves busy with car bowling, which actively encourages us to crash into things.
Now it's time to see what you've written in the comments and on the walls of your mother base in Metal Gear.
Speaking of, remind me not to invade your mother base.
First up, your comments on this video about vehicles so rubbish, we'd rather walk.
If you're ever faced with a long journey and given the choice between GTA 5's Faggio scooter and a sturdy pair of hiking boots, take the boots and then use them to kick the scooter to pieces. Sith Lord Mills turns from the dark side for long enough to shout, "The Faggio is amazing! Scooter Brothers! Woo! Scooter Brothers!"
Ben Castell, meanwhile, wants everyone to get a load of this guy. I like how this guy thinks it's better to walk instead of using the airboat when he has to cross radioactive water that kills you.
Yeah, I'll take my chances. Thanks.
And Tuck396 says, I want to play Deadly Premonition now. How can a game so bad have such an interesting story? How?
I mean, interesting is a strong word.
After your throat is quenched, you must do what you must do.
Moving on, let's check on the comments on the latest instalment of our exciting Kung Fu adventures in Shenmue 2.
Press A to wipe soot.
Directly into your own face. Oh my god, do we have to do the whole wall?
Are you serious?
Eddie Johnston is amazed by how often in this game Kung Fu training involves doing a boring favour for someone.
That's why Mike is so good at Kung Fu. Yeah, I'm going to need this dry cleaning back by Monday.
Good job I can't use this Kung Fu in anger.
Oh god! Don't pretend it's not a quick time and then make it a quick time.
Isaiah Dean has a different theory. I think I've learned the message Shenmue 2 is trying to send. The true way to master Kung Fu is not through hard-earned training, but simply the way of the quick-time events.
Well, now you tell me. I'm great at QTEs.
Hold these books a sec. Ronan Kennedy's school of thought, meanwhile, has it, if you use two hands, it would have been easier to catch the leaves.
Hey, yeah, why didn't he do that?
Yeah, I don't think Rio's the sharpest tool in the box.
Open up library.
It's closed.
The books are right there. Wait.
I'm going to stand here facing until tomorrow.
Oh, really?
Finally, your comments on last week's show in which we drove around the apocalypse in Mad Max.
So there's 5 tiers, and each tier has 3 different rewards. Oh, no, wait, hang on.
Which tier has the augment for the Icarus dance system?
That's 3, but that's the same tier as the augment for replace all lines of dialogue with "I never asked for this," and I need that. On the subject of Deus Ex Mankind Divided's pre-order system, RMGBTV says, Deus Ex Mankind Divided's pre-order system. It'll all end in tears.
Hey yo! Ryan Campbell meanwhile asks, who wouldn't want to replace all lines of dialogue with "I never asked for this"?
Pissed enough to end this guy yet?
I never asked for this.
Man, seriously?
I never asked for this.
I'm a nom.
I never asked for this.
Yeah, you're right. Much better.
Debatable. Finally, Shadow Greek 935 is concerned for our safety, saying, with all the safety hazards in the studio, it's a miracle you guys haven't been shut down, with all the laser security grids, rabid crocodiles, and electric microphones around the place.
It's fine, they mostly cancel each other out.
Actually, that reminds me, I've got to go and clear a load of crocodiles out of the laser defense grid. The whole thing's completely blocked up.
All right, I'll catch you later.
I warned you before, Martin.
That's it for this week's show, but my limited powers of precognition forecast some pretty dark stuff for this timeline, unless you press the like button right now.
Thanks for watching. See you next week. Okay, lunch.
You won't need lunch where you're going.
Extraction failed.
It's a shade over £140, I think.
I knew it!